There's 65 million now on alert for a new storm threat. Ginger standing by with the track on that after the tornado outbreak overnight.
And damaging tornadoes touching down from Texas to Indiana, leaving a trail of destruction. First, let's go to Alex Perez.
We're on the storms and another threat. Good morning, Ginger.
Yeah, you know it's a really powerful front when we're 80 degrees, the earliest 80 in New York City on record, and then you've got snow behind this system. And so this morning, we actually have a tornado watch at this hour. So there are folks waking up in Illinois, Evansville, Indiana, over here in Indianapolis. I'm actually going to take you straight to this map, Cincinnati as well, that have that tornado watch. That goes until noon. We have already seen what the atmosphere is capable of, so the twist is there, meaning all of the ingredients to make tornadoes. Please have two ways of getting warnings if you live inside of that yellow area. As we go through the day, the front progresses east, and you end up with storms from Pittsburgh, yes, over to Philadelphia coming in. We stopped the clock there about 7 p.m. as they just about get into Philly, and then back through West Virginia into Tennessee, Mississippi, and New Orleans. It's approaching later tonight. So this whole region, #1 threat is damaging wind, but tornadoes could certainly be spinning in there, and you could see large hail. It was amazing to see some of that grapefruit-sized hail, George, last night in Illinois.
Okay, Ginger, thanks. Now
Back to Ginger.
Please don't throw away your winter jackets like Kenton saw someone do in Brooklyn, New York, for many reasons, but actually for weather reasons, because we've got one more mild day today. Look at Raleigh at 83, but by tomorrow, only in the low 40s, so dropping 42 degrees in North Carolina, 36 will be in New York. So the cold sticks, too, by early next week. Those are highs. It's warm out west. Let's get your local weather in 30 seconds.
Can be 50,000 to 80,000 pounds.
Wow. They're unbelievable. I got to swim with the humpbacks once, and I wasn't even that close. By the time I tried to swim over, they were kind of evasive. So to have that experience, it's got to
so
be.
Maybe you know the answer to this question. What are they doing when they breach?
I know the answer to that question. They're either communicating to you. You go ahead.
Go ahead. Communicating.
Sorry,
Communicating is the one that I would have known.
To communicate over long distances and to show off.
Yep.
Yeah, I was thinking #2.
Because when we were there, they were there with their calves, and then they had what they call an escort. So a different male than the father hangs out with them, and yes, that can be attractive.
You both get A's.
Okay. I was just trying to impress my science teacher here.
It worked. The rain is ramping up Waikiki, Hawaii in a flood watch through Saturday, but they are not alone. Maui, now the Big Island, back to Kauai, all have that flood watch. Some of the islands could get 6 to 15 plus inches of rain, so flash flooding with strong winds, all a possibility as we go through the end of this week, especially Friday into Saturday. Now coming up, our reality check on the latest social media health trend, hot water in the morning. I hope it's good, because I do that all the time. Plus, happy Hannahversary, how Miley Cyrus is celebrating the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana. We'll have your local news and weather coming up next.
This feels like home to me.
You're tracking it all. Good morning, Ginger.
Good morning, George. I have an unfortunate update from a press conference just within the last hour or so. Lake Village, Indiana, 2 people were killed, multiple injured, homes that were collapsed, and people that were trapped in those homes. So we know that the tornado, that cell that went through Kankakee, Illinois, passed the state line, likely the same one there. There was also huge hail. This isn't even one of the biggest stones, but they're actually measuring up to 6 inches potentially, which would be a record for the state of Illinois if that is verified. So this morning, we still have that powerful line busting through, and you're waking up in Evansville or Louisville, Cincinnati, and Indianapolis with a tornado watch. We've already seen what the atmosphere can do. We already have the ingredients for spin, so on top of the 70+ mile-per-hour winds, you could end up seeing the tornadoes this morning until about noon. Then Philadelphia, by tonight, I want you to be ready for severe storms, and that line goes all the way through Tennessee, down into Louisiana and Mississippi. New Orleans gets into it later tonight after the sun sets. So the severe risk is here, but we wanted to kind of focus on where the tornado threats are as we see the Rolling Fork, New Orleans, Mobile, Pensacola, and then up here, just to the north and west of Washington, D.C., most of West Virginia, all in the risk area today, Michael.
All right, Ginger, thank you. Nice looking day here in New York City. And it is time for our GMA cover story. Superstar Jennifer Lopez pulling back the curtain on her dazzling new Las Vegas show, Life These Days, her family, and why she says she's in her happy era. Nightline's Juju Chang sat down with her to talk about it, and now you're here to share it with us. Good morning, Juju.
I am. Good morning, Michael. Well, you know, it's lovely. And she said, you know, of course, her residency goes just to the end of the month, and we'll have much more more on Nightline tonight. But it was a real surprise.
It was. It's great.
Refreshing.
That piece seems very happy.
Absolutely.
And always putting on a great show.
I was
Can't
going to say,
get any
that
better
piece
than
until
J-Lo.
she's on that dance floor.
Yeah.
Popping out of the champagne bottle.
Like you, Juju.
I know.
I would love to see George come out the champagne bottle.
Me too. That's what I want.
George, I'm trying, man. If J-Lo can't get you to come out the bottle, I have no
I
chance.
was just trying to think what I'd make you pay for that.
So he has
More
a
than I
price.
can afford. With that being said, we're going to go to Sophie Flay with Pop News. What you got?
It's going to be great.
So great.
please.
Yeah, right? I know. So excited.
Thank you. What do we have, Ginger?
Yes, I've got to talk about heat, and I'm talking about a bubble of heat that could make history. So next week in Las Vegas, they could get to 93 degrees, which would end up being the warmest March temperature on record. So these are not just daily records, because we've been doing that every day and will going into the weekend for all of the cities you see on your map, including Phoenix, Los Angeles. It's going to be a really warm Oscars, Michael. I gave you a heads up, but just a reminder. And then next week, we will still be breaking records in the Southwest as everybody east of the Rockies cools back down significantly. Let's get a check now a little closer to home. It is time now for Deals and Steals, and Tori's here with an upgrade to your nighttime routine, which we all need. It is sleep week, and you have savings that you do not want to sleep on.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're starting with this mattress from Leesa. It has been voted the best hybrid mattress by Wirecutter's testers for 8 years.
Wow.
So hybrid means it is that combination, which they say is the perfect combination between foam and coils.
Yeah.
And so this one is specifically designed with 1,000 individually wrapped coils. It's got this high airflow foam layers in it, and then it's designed specifically for people who like medium with like a little bit of like cushiony bounce feel. We also have their original mattress online as well. 50% off and free shipping.
Free shipping on a mattress.
It's a good one. That's a good one.
Wild.
It's a good
All right.
deal. Okay, I kind of love this. So this is called Elo. This is a wearable pillow sleep mask. So you get to pull it right over your,
eyes.
You could pull it over your eyes just like that. If you wanted to keep it up when you were traveling, it gives you a little pillow for the seat on an airplane or in the car.
I'll be wearing this to the airport.
Right,
You'll be seeing
exactly.
me
It looks amazing. And then when you need some darkness and when you want to like even muffle the sound around you, it covers your ears and your eyes for that darkness. And what I love is that it's never going to get flat. It's kind of like a, I don't know, squishmallow for adult sleep. And it feels really, you tell me, does it feel good?
It's so good.
It's really cozy, comfy.
I almost have to stand up straight because I'm like losing all my senses.
There you go. There you go. That and you tuck in that bed and you're out.
Awesome.
These are $20. Really great if you travel or you want just a pillowy sleep mask. Good to sit at your desk with that too. Fluffco. A little nap at the desk. Fluffco. These are luxury hotel quality pillows made for you at home at a price that makes sense. So we've got a lot of options here. We've got both standard and king, down alternative, soft and firm. So you really get to customize the option that you like best. The soft is like a little squishier. The firm's got some more loft to it. Both have really great support. And then we also have the same manufacturer that does hotel pillowcases, does these as well. Everything from Fluffco slashed in half.
They're beautiful too.
Yeah, we got silk ones too. Got a big option. Got lots of options. Cozy Earth, some of our favorite
Everybody
pajamas.
loves a Cozy Earth.
Blake's wearing some Cozy Earth today, so it's not just for sleep, but you can head out to work in your Cozy Earth too. So we've got a variety of options. This right here, their viscose bamboo, this is their signature classic fabric. This is what they started with, but we also have their newer, this is a cotton poplin, and we've got a lot of options for pajamas in the cotton poplin. We also have shorts and tees for men. If you need to stock up on your Cozy Earth, good day to do it. 50% off plus free shipping.
They're so silky and they stay really nice. I have that set.
They do stay nice. This is an easy upgrade for your bed. This is Linens and Hutch, bestseller among the GMA fam. You guys at home love this chunky knit. I mean, we sell these year-round, and that's because they're comfy, cozy, and like they work for year-round because they don't absorb all the heat. They allow you to have that comfy coverage, but without getting overheated. We also have from them sheet sets for the whole family. We've got also a lot of quilted comforter options. We even have their down alternative comforters that are all in reversible design, so you kind of get a lot of bedding for your buck on these when you get the reversible looks. Big assortment of options you will find on our website, up to 70% off, plus from Linens and Hutch, 2 words,
Free shipping.
you got it. You got it. And then finally, come over
Can we
here.
please see what's going on here?
Exactly. Okay, so Eddie's taking one for the team here, but you're happy to do it, you told me on this one. This is the bed jet. Look, Michael's intrigued by this.
I'm wondering when you're going to turn the bed jet on.
So what's awesome about this is if you are a hot or cold sleeper, this is like an air conditioning or a heater straight into your bed. It is so easy to use. He's got the remote control right here. He does have it on the highest volume, so you don't necessarily need it this aggressive in your bed. You could have it a little bit softer, but he wanted to show you how perfectly it works. If you get hot or cold, this is for you. It is 50% off and free shipping.
Eddie, you have it on cold, right? Yes. Okay. Michael's very impressed. Okay, thank you so much, Tori, and way to work through that. We have partnered with these companies on these great products. You can get them at gmadeals.com, and that code on your screen, it'll take you there. Also, Tori will be back tomorrow with deals, glamming us up for the Oscars weekend. And coming up, Michael sits down with Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's 2 Oscar winners welcoming us back. Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis play sisters in a new series, Scarpetta, based on the best-selling books. I sat down with them, and you'll see how their closeness off-screen makes that relationship on-screen so believable. Take a look. They had such a great time. Such a great time. Such a fun interview. And now they're sharing it with us. Scarpetta is streaming now on Prime Video. So make sure you check that out. And coming up, it's Hot Water in the Morning.
Back now on GMA as we celebrate Women's History Month, and this morning we have the story of a mom of 4 who made it her mission to fill out her family tree. GMA lifestyle contributor Lori Bergamotto's got the story. Lori, we love these.
Oh, I love history lessons.
Yes. You're welcome. Appreciate you, Lori. Thank you. We will be right back.
Finally this morning, we are remembering a member of our ABC News family. Tony DeSantis.
Certainly is mystical, magical around here. Hello, everybody. I am Will Reeve.
And I'm Ginger Z, here with Lindsay Davis. We're so glad that you could join us on this Wednesday.
We sure are coming up. We are going big on Sleep Week. I think we could all...
Looks like great stuff there as always. Plus, if the fallout from the change to daylight saving time has you or your family restless, we have some ways to help everybody rest a little bit easier.
And we're going to start here with the severe weather outbreak. We had damaging... Alex, thank you. We've actually seen more action today already and will tonight. So there are a couple of areas, Philadelphia, Baltimore included, back to Houston and New Orleans. Watch for the tornado threat, big hail, damaging wind as well. Temperatures, by the way, dropping significantly. Our Kenton saw this in Brooklyn, New York, a thrown away winter jacket. Don't do that because we're about to drop some 40 degrees in some places, a mild afternoon, but by tomorrow, much colder. Lindsay?
And now we move on to the just released February inflation report. Elizabeth Schul.
All right, Elizabeth, people certainly feeling it in basically every area of life. Okay, now to the controversial AI performer was like human. It looked like a Taylor Swift concert.
It really did.
Taylor Swift can do that. So that's who I would go pay my money to see. That's my 2 cents. More than 2 cents for a Taylor Swift concert. Anyway, Chris, thank you for that very much. And coming up from...
Back now with Will Gantz, who always keeps the news popping.
You know I do, but it's not. Can't wait.
The way I sent Ben that information about Catherine Hahn, and then he wrote back, the plague, for that song. You know, what a great choice.
Perfect.
He didn't make it when he first tried out for Chicago, and then this is
that
like
right?
Kind of full circle.
That's all fabulous. Sell.
Lots of bacon and no one to bring
So
home.
good, right?
Catchy, I will. Thank you. Coming up, Tori Johnson at Sleep Week deal.
And we are back now with Deals and Steals, and Tori Johnson's here to upgrade your nighttime routine with Sleep Week savings that you don't want to sleep on.
Oh, yeah.
We love these.
I like that. I like how you did that. Okay, so we're starting with Lisa. This is a mattress that for 8 years in a row has been Wirecutter's best hybrid mattress.
That's hard to do.
Nice. You're right. That's very hard because they test hundreds of mattresses. So hybrid means that it's like the right combination of coils and foam. So 1,000 individually wrapped coils, which is what's going to give you that support, and then layers of this airflow foam so that it doesn't absorb the heat but allows the heat to get out. This one's specifically designed for people who prefer about a medium to medium firm feel, but with a little cushiony bounce.
To me, it's very cushiony.
Yes, there's a little cushiony bounce, but that's also because like you're sitting on it and bouncing on it. If you laid down in it,
I see.
so if you laid down on it, it wouldn't be as bouncy as like when you're sitting and bouncing on it. But we also have Lisa's original mattress, and these are all 50% off plus free shipping.
Of a mattress can beat that.
That's really good.
And these are the
Good.
eye masks?
Yes, so that is a pillowy eye mask. Grab one of these. What's great about this is not only will it give you that total darkness, but also kind of muffles a little bit the sound because it's covering your ears. There you go.
Whoa.
That's
Very comforting.
That's the new look on here. So imagine if you were sitting on a plane and you needed a pillow behind your head.
Yes,
it gives
perfect.
you the combination of that pillowy feel, protection behind your head, but then also the coverage of an eye mask. And it's squishy and it's not going to flatten, and it's $20 with our deal.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Okay, for the bed, pillows from Fluffco. This is like hotel luxury, but at a price that makes sense for home. We've got standard, king, firm, soft, as well as down alternative. So there is really an option to customize what you need for yourself at home. We also have their pillowcases. So if you want to bring that hotel feel home, all 50% off.
I always have envy of hotel beds.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We've got great Cozy Earth pajamas here. Cotton Poplin. This is their viscose from bamboo. This is their super
I do
soft.
love this.
Yeah, it's
I actually
super
have
soft. We've got men's shorts and tops. Cozy Earth's always a favorite. We've got lots of new patterns, all 50% off plus free shipping from Cozy Earth.
Love free shipping.
We do. Then we've got some bedding here from Linens and Hutch. This chunky knit blanket is the best seller among the GMA audience, but we also have sheets for the family. We've got quilts that are reversible, down alternative comforters that are reversible. So you get like a lot of bed for your buck with the reversible look. 70% off and free shipping from Linens and Hutch. And then finally, we'll get to the one everyone's talking about.
Yeah.
This is BedJet. So you see with this remote control right here, any size bed, easy to do. You feel in there, that is cooling air that is in there.
Yep.
And so you can have it either cooling or heating, depending on your choice. If you're somebody who sleeps hot or somebody who
Heating
sleeps
would be a
cold.
lot.
Heating would be hot. But this is also on 100%. You could lower this, and then you also can control the temperature with this remote control. So oftentimes there's a partner that sleeps one way, someone sleeps something else. This is like a personal heater / air conditioner right where you need it. It is 50% off and free shipping.
You
What
just
were
stick
gonna
it
say?
right under the sheet, and
Exactly.
there it
And then
goes.
up
Okay.
Easy to use.
Cool.
Love it. Thank you, Tori. We have partnered with these companies on these products, and you can get them at gmadeals.com. And Tori, you're going to be back tomorrow with deals to glam up for the Oscars. We're also going to have more on Sleep Week ahead with strategies to help get the little ones back on track. That'll be helpful. Stay with us. Live on GMA.
Nice.
And now to Jennifer Lopez. The superstar is taking on the Las Vegas Strip with a brand new show that pays homage to her decades-long career. She spoke with Nightline's Juju Chang all about it and what her life is like when she's not on the stage. And also, it looks like you take a little walk out of the champagne glass.
I was a little forced into that, jumping out of the champagne glass. I was of March, so
Okay.
you kind of have to run, exactly. And of course, I'll have much more on Nightline. But you know, Tommy and Gio were there.
Sure were.
Tore up the stage.
Gio loved it, and so it was Tommy's birthday. It was lovely.
It was awesome.
Thank you, Juju. And coming up, strategy.
And we're back with National Sleep Week. And after a few days of daylight saving time change, the struggle is real. Yes, for all of us and so many families. Springing ahead means parents are tired, kids are wired, and bedtime can feel like a nightly battle. So ABC News parenting reporter Bethany Bronsilva has some new strategies, and I'm so happy you're here because we've been talking about it all week. But I know that we kind of know the basics. It's like consistent bedtime, get a routine in, but you have some tips that we can take with us that are different from what we maybe have heard.
Yeah, so I suggest something called a reverse bedtime reset. When our kids are wired, when they're suddenly like acting silly or not so tired, and even though it's bedtime, that means they've generally missed their ideal sleep window. So instead of kind of trying to accommodate that and pushing bedtime forward, I suggest pushing bedtime back. I suggest moving bedtime forward. And if you're like, how am I going to do that? I say use some visual cues, like an okay to wake clock. This is a clock that gives visual cues about when it's time to go to sleep and even when it's time to wake up. So even with the time change on the weekend, you might save yourself a few minutes on those weekends, some peaceful, restful sleep. And you can also pair that with the Hatch Restore. Again, giving visual light cues, almost like a sunrise and a sunset when it's time to go to bed and when it's time to wake up. So really giving our kids the tools to sleep peacefully at night.
And what about parents? Because I know for me, I can't just go home and go right to bed. Even if I'm exhausted, I feel like I need to just get a little bit of time to myself and to settle. What do you advise
You
for
are
parents?
not alone. That revenge bedtime procrastination is so real. It does feel like it's the only time we get to ourselves. So sometimes we're caught doom scrolling or binging TV shows, but instead of that could actually, wreck our sleep. I suggest a decompression ritual using magnesium-infused products like these ones here from Nakery Beauty. We know that also weighted blankets, they've been around for a little while, so a weighted blanket from Nod Pod is really good. I like this one because it feels more manageable. And when I'm feeling wired and overstimulated, I like the weighted eye mask. I put it on and immediately feel decompressed, relaxed. I mean, because the key here really is to lower stimulation before our head hits the pillow.
And you also say that there's something that many of us overlook at bedtime. What is that?
Yeah, so of course we focus on those bedtime routines. They're so important for our kids. The bath time, the pajamas, the teeth brushing, the songs, like we can go on and on. But the environment is also equally as important. And sleep experts say it's really important part of sleep hygiene. So if you can lower the room temperature a little bit or even invest in some blackout curtains. But here is the thing, sound, right? We don't always think about the sound. So a lot of people are moving towards brown noise, which is different from white noise because it's a little bit lower and more steady and helps us fall asleep and stay asleep. So Yoga Sleep makes a really great brown noise machine. And it also, I know we're looking ahead to spring break travel and summer. They make one that you can take on the go. I also like the Hatch Baby Machine because it's science-backed lights and sound cues really to get that environment ideal for a perfect, peaceful, restful night.
I've used the brown noise in a noisy hotel and it worked wonderful.
There you go.
Good to know. Bedtime anxiety, especially for school-age kids, can also be big. What's your advice for parents?
Yeah, this is big. This is big for a lot. It's big in my home. I mean, our kids are dealing with more than ever before. And at nighttime, that's really kind of compounded. It's a great time for that anxiety to bubble up. So I suggest journaling a little bit. These personalized books from Wonderbly are amazing. This one here, this You Are Extraordinary, is a self-belief book. So it helps kind of shift those negative, anxious thoughts into something positive. And then we want to give our kids bedtime buy-in, right? So again, putting their name, making them the main character in their bedtime book is a great way to kind of make them feel secure, reassure them.
That's adorable,
bedtime is okay. We could all sleep peacefully.
But you're right that daylight saving time, like, of course, with toddlers and stuff, it's tough because you can't really manage telling them what it is. But for our kids and our age, they have the Sunday scaries a lot of times.
Absolutely.
It's like going back. So you said
I have the Sunday scaries.
Get it out of your head and onto a piece of paper. That always works.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, Bethany. Okay, so that code on your screen has more of your sleep tips. And coming up, Will Gans is all wrapped up.
All right, we made it through Wednesday.
Made it. Hump day.
Thank you for watching.
Yes, and for more news, you can check out what you need to know anytime on Disney+. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.
I'm going to go get that smoothie.
Oh, the blender.
The blendy thing.
Get some beans.
I like that, Joe.